Hey guys, my name is Lisa Grady and this is my Pathway to Literacy. Being the youngest of three children, specifically having two older brothers, I always wanted to be doing exactly what they were doing. So when the time came for me to realize that they could read and I couldn't, I was extremely determined to change that. Even before I could actually read the words on the pages, I was obsessed with having books in my possession. I loved looking at the pictures. The fact that someone was able to capture exactly what I was picturing in my head when my parents read stories to me astounded my 4-year-old brain. When I was 5, one of my brothers decided he wanted to teach me how to read. I picked it up quickly, being able to read all of my Berenstain Bears books in just a couple of months. My parents reminisced that once I was able to read all the books in my bedroom, a surprising amount for a 5-year-old, I would stack about 9 or 10 books on my bed so that I could be sure to get the best reading experience before falling asleep. Usually, I would only get through about 3 before drifting into sleep, and my parents joked that they always knew when I was asleep because they could hear the pile of books crashing to the floor after I pushed them all off my bed. Because I had learned to read at a younger age than many of the other children around me, I tended to enjoy it much more than my peers. I read everything from short stories to novels, reading at about a second grade level when I was 6 years old. In first grade, I was able to read books that my teacher recommended to me, which only increased my love for reading even more. The more I read, the more reading became a haven for me, giving me the ability to see into other people's worlds, to transform my thinking and imagination into something that I had never before experienced. My love of reading and the encouragement I received from my teachers throughout elementary school fueled my passion for teaching. Although I have pretty much always wanted to be a teacher, this desire kind of fell by the wayside as I went through middle and high school, where reading and writing became a chore rather than a break from schoolwork. Until I was a sophomore in high school, I wasn't able to find any books that made reading worth it. All of the required books made me bored and really turned off to the reading, and I much preferred to spend my extra time watching TV or surfing the internet. That is, until I met my 10th grade history teacher, Mr. Schultz, who officially introduced me to historical fiction. Once I began reading stories that took place during real times and real events, I was again enthralled by the power of books and their ability to transform and transport you to a different place. This teacher also taught me a great deal about the importance of critical literacy within history class, the importance of us to be able to not only know the information available to us, but to form our own opinions about that information. Mr. Schultz taught me a great deal about what it means to look at historical events critically, to use what I know to create my own opinions and challenge the typical thinking about how things happened. My idea on how critical literacy as it relates to history is largely based on these things that he taught me, and I plan to instill the same understanding and thinking into my students as a history teacher. Thanks for watching!